My name is F1, but I am a professional banker of over 16 years experience. I've handled clients in various industry, vertical, and sectors in Nigeria, including manufacturing, logistics, automobile, and the rest. And when I started off my career, I would say that I had more trade knowledge around trade imports because of the type of clients that I handled. But I want to say that the defining moment in my career was when I underwent Security Intex Trade Academy training. The first one was in my spending last year space. So fast forward in 2020 when the COVID came, again, that thought came to me. And this time I said, no, I'll take the bull by the horn. I'm not going to wait for my company to train me. So I heard about, I reached out to Security Intex, and they're always throwing things at your face, supporting you, not necessarily for you to come and spend your money, but just educate us. So I ran through the different courses that they had, and I just knew that I had to, go for this one. This is the Executive Diploma in Export Business Management. And I can tell you, as at 2020, when we had the lockdown, I underwent this 3 months training. I can tell you, this has been a game changer for me in my career. I didn't know that non-oil export would become a focus the way it was, but all I wanted to do was to provide, to be able to provide advice to my clients understand exports. I know the trade is the processing side from the bank's perspective, but I didn't really understand the export environment and how it affects clients. What does an exporter? What are the pain points? So this course helps me, to have good understanding of the export environment in Nigeria, what to be looking for, what are the risks. It's an all-encompassing program. And at that point, when I finished this program, it opened a huge opportunity for me in my workplace. And I can tell you that I was able to make a high impact and providing solutions for exports, and which allowed my company to grow in leaps and bounds in terms of non-oil exports in Nigeria. We are still learning, and I believe that there are more courses for me to take from Security Intex, and I can recommend this program to anyone and everyone. Even if you are not a banker, you're just a regular trade person, there are other opportunities coming up for trade within Africa, outside Africa, especially with the geopolitical tension. I think we have to equip ourselves with the right knowledge, right skills, so that we'll be able to, take advantage of the opportunity that not just for Nigeria, but for Africa. Thank you very much. Security Intex, you're the best. Thank you.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? Do you desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Built to Go Global. A scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 33% discount, call 080 912 44449. Are you an account officer, relationship manager, or marketer in a bank? Are you struggling to meet your income and deposit targets? Are you on the verge of losing your job for non-performance? You desire a change for the better in your career? Then register for the Certified Global Trade Management Professionals from the American Institute of Extended Studies to acquire skills needed to solve import-export trade customers' problems and consequently attract the deposit and income of the transaction to your bank. Registration is currently ongoing. Call this number to register today. any dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you totally taken your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You deserve to know what you need to do to get ready to go global. Do you know that there is a science behind making the product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Built to Go Global. A scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To order, call 080 912 44449.
My name is Victor, and I just finished the Certified Global Trade Professionals training. Very rewarding. I work in one of the commercial banks in Nigeria. Frankly, I had struggled with trade transactions, but there was no running away from it. The focus right now in our bank is exports. 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks to the end of the program, I got a call from an exporter in Ogbomoso that wants to do cassava chips, export cassava chips to Europe. If I hadn't taken this program, it would have been very difficult for me to onboard that customer and have a decent conversation with him about the transaction. The course prepared me in dealing with that customer's request, which is still ongoing. It's just the first step for me. I intend to take additional courses in trade, also with the African Continental Free Trade Area. It's an area where I've decided that I would like to specialize in. So yes, this is the foundation for me, and it's been very helpful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining today. If you are here, the book, get the book Built to Go Global. It's still selling, and you can get it today. It can be delivered to you anywhere you are in the country. Simply reach out to the number on the screen, and the book will be delivered to you within 24 to 48 hours. 24 hours if you're in Lagos, and 48 to 72 hours if you are outside Lagos. This book basically opened our eyes to the opportunities in trade, particularly in export, but more importantly, stating the reason why export businesses fail. People have had a lot of issues with trying to go into export business and being unable to pull it through, but this book revealed a scientifically proven, tested and trusted template for solving that problem, and afterward building a successful and sustainable export business. If you want to have access to this video is available on YouTube. Voice of African Trade. Voice of African Trade. Please subscribe, like, share, drop your comment, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you'll be able to know exactly when we upload new videos of the previous edition of this program. You can also visit Telegram through this link on the screen, or search for African Export Business Platform. You can visit Telegram and be able to have access to the link that we send every week for those that want to join this program online. We have gone from Abia to Adamawa, to Akwa Ibom to Anambra, We've been to Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue. We've been to Borno Cross River. We've been to Delta. Last week we were in Ebonyi State. And today, we're going to another very interesting state, and that is Edo State. Edo State. Let's go to Edo State and see what Obaseki has been up to as far as development of that state is concerned.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Pivot to Go Global, a scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 33% discount, call 080-912-44449. Are you a professional or a business?
So as usual in this program, every week we do preamble, where we just give reason why export is necessary in the state of concern for that week, and then we do peculiarity, talking about what is unique about the state in terms of population, in terms of location and the like, and opportunities. Then the profile in terms of debt, in terms of income, in terms of unemployment rate, then the potential. What really does the state have to offer as far as export is concerned? Then the purchaser, basically talking about what exactly is the size of the market and where is the market for the product potential that have been found in this state. And lastly, proposal. My proposal to the state government on what they need to do to grow export among the SM in the state. And then the profit. Profit basically talking about how can the state directly make money in export business. Let's go. Edo State. Edo State is located in the South-South region. A very interesting state with a governor who is former investment banker. But let's see what this investment banker is doing in that state. But before then, why must Edo State export or support exporters? To avoid dependence, over-dependence on federal government allocation, to boost GDP of the state, to create opportunity for SME to grow, to decrease dependence on domestic market, to earn export proceeds and grow revenue for the state. It helps farming and rural life to become more lucrative. It helps the state to gain global recognition or global market share and recognition. It makes the state to become home of creativity and innovation. It's an industrialization catalyst for the state. It helps the state to create jobs, job creation opportunity in the state. It helps the state to know the value of state competitive advantage. It leads the way for other states to follow. It makes the state to be independent of the federal government. There's numerous incentive for exporters in the state. There's opportunity to maximize the indigenes of the state abroad. I talk a lot about this. And the interesting thing is that Edo State is one of the states in Nigeria that have citizens abroad. Plenty of them, actually. Plenty of them, I must say. And here is an opportunity for Edo State to be able to maximize the opportunity hidden in its citizen abroad. Nigerian Diaspora Commission has been doing a lot to help Nigerian diaspora and connect them back at home. I think one thing that Honorable Abike Dabiri wanted to do is to help in ensuring that different states maximize this potential. And I think Edo states are the great advantage because Edo State seems to have a lot of its citizens outside the shores of the country. And there's a huge opportunity there that the state can actually maximize. But you know, the challenge for our state to be able to see this opportunity in order to maximize it. Many of them cannot see it. Many of them cannot see it. The essence of this program is actually to make them see it. So please, if you are listening to me, you are from a State or you have a relationship with the government, can you let them see this? They have an agency that supports investment and export. I met a senior person in that agency recently in Edo State and actually sent him a proposal. But I'm yet to get feedback. But I'm already used to it. Government agency at the event make statement about what they are doing. But after that populist statement, when it's time for action, you don't really get to hear from them. So, like I said, I'm used to it. So, what is important? I've sent a proposal. If the state is going to maximize it, that's great. If not, of course, there's nothing I can do about it. We will keep doing the bit we can do, making this information available out there for people, for government, for the agency, and of course for citizens. It's then left for the citizen to maximize this opportunity. It's a way to eradicate poverty in the state, a poverty eradication strategy in the state. It can help state to quit the league of state depending on wasting assets like oil. It can help to revive the economy of the state. It slows down rural urban migration in the state. It's a trust-free opportunity for exporters in the state. It helps the state to utilize its idle capacity for companies in the state. The viability of the state are boosted through export. Wealth creation opportunity for the citizens of the state can be achieved through export. Export has helped to extract the potential of product found in the state. It helps the state to yearn for improvement because of competition. It's also where the state is zero in on area of strength. Zero in on area of strength. So I want to ask a question from Edo State citizens and from people around Nigeria. What do you see in Edo State? What do you see in Edo State? Do you see unemployment? And I'm not disputing unemployment. And I'll show you the data of unemployment. So, I mean, every state in Nigeria, no state is free for unemployment anyway. But is that what you see in this state? What do you see in Edo State? Do you see poverty? Please don't misquote me. I am actually not denying these challenges in the state. The essence of this segment of the program every week is to get us to look beyond the challenges and begin to see, okay, in spite of these challenges, how do we maximize the opportunity? That's the essence of my conversation every week as I talk about the challenges that Nigerian state have as far as generating income is concerned. You know, if there is any time for state government to do something about increasing their income, I think it is now, because I heard NNPC is now limited liability company. So making fund available every month, I'm not sure if that will happen again. I think maybe they will, every state we have a share and there will be dividend. I don't know. I don't know how that will play out. But from all indication, it appears that Nigerian states are not going to be able to share the way they used to share. I hope I'm correct. That's the way it appeared to me, but I don't have the detail of the NNPC limited arrangement. Okay, do you see frustration? Of course, there are frustration. What do you see in Edo State? I have chosen to see opportunities in farming in Edo State. I have chosen to see opportunities in mining in Edo State. And I've chosen to see opportunities in our population. Opportunities in farming, opportunities in mining, opportunities in our population. I'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll discuss other details of this state.
My name is Victor A, and I just finished the Certified Global Trade Professionals training. Very rewarding. I work in one of the commercial banks in Nigeria. Frankly, I had struggled with trade transactions, but there was no running away from it. The focus right now in our bank is exports. 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks to the end of the program, I got a call from an exporter in Ogbomoso that wants to do cassava chips, export cassava chips to Europe. If I hadn't taken this program, it would have been very difficult for me to onboard that customer and have a decent conversation with him about the transaction. The course prepared me in dealing with that customer's request, which is still ongoing. It's just the first step for me. I intend to take additional courses in trade, also with the African Continental Free Trade Area. It's an area where I've decided that I would like to specialize in. So yes, this is the foundation for me, and it's been very helpful. Thank you. My name.
All right, peculiarities. What are the peculiarities of this state? Remember, we are discussing Edo State. Edo State was created from former Bende State in August 1991 by Ibrahim Babangida regime. Situated in the Midwest of the country, Edo State covers 17,802 square kilometers, having different ethnicity: Oto, Bini, Esan, Akoko, Igara, Ora, Ijo, Afemai. The state is renowned for its proficiency in sport and athletics and culture of intellectual edification and scholastic excellence. Edo State share boundaries with 3 states of the Federation, bounded in the north by Kogi State, in the west by Ondo State, and in the south by Delta State. Generally, it's a low-lying area, except for the north, where it's marked by undulating hills. The main town in the state are Benin, which is the capital, the ancient Benin Kingdom, which is also state capital. Then we have the Ekpoma, Uromi, Ubiaja, and Auchi. Edo State is referred to as the heartbeat of this Nigeria, of the country, and is located in South-South geopolitical zone. Edo is an oil-producing state, and is one of the 9 Niger Delta states in Nigeria. It has rich rainforest vegetation interspersed with hills, as well as rich cultural heritage. It is also well endowed with variety of mineral resources, arable land for cash crop, and largest oil palm yield in Nigeria. Opportunity for investment exists in agric, light manufacturing, healthcare, tourism, energy, and of course, in mining. Remember, total land area is 19,000 square kilometers. It has 18 local governments. Population of men is about 280, and women 2.1 million. 2.2 for male, 2.1 for female. Major vegetation is tropical savanna monsoon. Major crop, rubber, oil, palm, cassava, rice, cocoa, banana, and cashew. Rice, cocoa, banana, and cashew. Mineral resources: crude oil, limestone, granite, quartz, marble, gold, and rubber. Look at this state. It's a high oil yield palm, highest oil palm yield in Nigeria. That's the highest palm oil yield in Nigeria. Has deposit of limestone, ceramic, gypsum, granite. Leading producer of timber. Major tourist center for national in Nigeria, National Museum. One of the 5 commercial rubber producing states. 2 million plus hectares of arable land reserved for farming. A hub of electricity, generation of 900 megawatts. IGR of this state is about 29.5 billion naira. 29.5 billion naira. In 2020, the budget was 179. You can see the gap between that. Can you see the gap between that? There's very opportunities in banana plantation, oil palm, fishery, rubber, healthcare, cashew, railway, seaport, tourism, and of course, in education. Of the working age population of this state, 49% is unemployed and 15% is underemployed. 49% is unemployed. That's almost half, and 15% is underemployed. Out of the 2.8, 1.4 is not in labor force. That's why they are unemployed. 1.44 is in labor force. 507,000 work 40 hours plus a week. 299 work less than that. There are 412,000 are doing nothing. So the level of unemployment in those states is very high, and I believe export can change this narrative. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll now begin to look at the state again, but this time around we are looking at the profile of the state in terms of debt, in terms of income, and other opportunities.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Pivot to Go Global, a scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 33% discount, call 080-912-44449.
Profile. Look at this. Can you see the profile of the state in terms of income? 2020, 27.8 billion, 27.18 billion. But look at fact allocation, 65 billion. 65 billion. So at the end of the day, and the debt of the state has been growing from 91 billion in 2016 to 187 billion in 2020. The debt profile of this state in naira, 80 billion, in dollar, 280 billion. 280 billion. This state can be said to be owing over 200 billion actually, naira. You know, like what I often say every week whenever I look at these figures, what I look at when I see this figure is, look, we probably will not need to borrow this much. In many states of the Federation, if the state is maximizing the opportunities as, I don't know if Nigerian states know that they can export themselves and generate income directly, leveraging on the land they have and the people who are hungry, ready to work. Who are hungry and ready to work. Now, current state revenue shows that, like many states in the country, 30% IGR, 70% FAC. Edo State cannot survive if it continues at this rate, with level of revenue so low, IGR, and over-dependence on federal allocation. The state also is doing better than many states, but not like some other states, like the one we did last week, when you look at a state like, I think Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State did very well. I'm so much impressed with what Ebonyi State is doing in terms of infrastructure. I think about 60, 70% on infrastructure. Anyway, capital expenditure also in Edo is not bad compared to many other states, but it could be better. But operating expense at 64 is really huge. Very, very huge. Very, very huge. According to budget, the Nigerian state, called the heartbeat of the nation, suffered a significant blow, of course, in revenue during COVID. However, the state could still confidently cover its operating expenses during this period and repay its loan by using its total revenue without resorting to borrow. Edo State comes 9th position in fiscal performance. Edo State is still highly dependent on federal allocation, about 60-70%. This state needs to do more to change its dynamics as shocks to federal government revenue in post-COVID world will significantly affect its spending plan. In 2020, reduced federally allocated revenue, IGR, and capital receipt had a knock-on effect on the actual capital expenditure, which dipped by 31% from 63 in 2009 billion in 2020. Citizens and civil society are encouraged to ensure the expenditure received by the state government agency are reported in the state audit report translate to value for money and tangible project on ground. Further analysis of the state expenditure indicate that government house and protocol received 17.26 billion. Wow. 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 16.8 from this amount was spent by government house protocol on road infrastructure and contract. This is in addition to 7.73 spent on road. The infrastructure in the state. State Ministry of Infrastructure for the year 2020. In contrast, State Ministry of Health received only 709 million. What? Ministry of Education so far similar fate. Now, it's interesting what the Edo State is trying to do. There's a lot of road infrastructure which make a lot of sense. But recently, I saw a picture of people going to pack the stone used to construct road to use for some other thing for themselves. I think it's good the people are built first. I don't know why the state is not investing a lot in education. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's so much in infrastructure. And less on the people. You know, in Yoruba, there's a saying that says that the house you did not build, the children you did not train will destroy the house or sell the house you are building with the money because you didn't train the child. Fiscal constraint on revenue side also led to a decline in the state operating expenses. The biggest component affected includes social benefits, which saw about 31% reduction. From 14, 2009 to 10 in 2020, 2019, 10 2020, and overhead costs, which was slapped at 31%. With external debt of $280 billion up by 1.58 from 275, Edo State has third largest external debt in the country, making it fiscal one of the most exposed to risk of exchange rate volatility. You know, those states, you know, This is the reason why I will keep emphasizing state government in Nigeria need to begin to export. States are owing in dollars. An exchange rate is not smiling. States are owing in dollars. How do you take a loan in dollars when you don't generate dollars? Year on year, the state total debt burden grew by a modest of 4%, from 180 in 2019 to 187 in 2020, significantly influenced by volatile exchange rate. Can you see? We saw a devaluation of Naira from 305 in 2019, 380 in 2020, further bloating the size of the external debt. So as the exchange rate is reducing, as Naira is depreciating, those that have external debt, we have to suffer the consequences. I'm appealing to Nigerian state governments to begin to consider export as a way of generating direct revenue for the state government. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we go into the potentials.
Are you an account officer, relationship manager, or marketer in a bank? Are you struggling to meet your income and deposit targets? Are you at the verge of losing your job for non-performance? You desire a change for the better in your career? Then register for the Certified Global Trade Management Professionals from the American Institute of Extended Studies to acquire skills needed to solve import-export trade customers' problems and consequently attract the deposits and income of the transaction to your bank. Registration is currently ongoing. Call this number to register today.
So what's the potential in Edo State? Edo State is endowed with abundant natural resources, principal resources being crude oil, natural gas, clay, chalk, marble, and limestone. Agriculture is the predominant occupation of Edo State. The major cash crop include cocoa, rubber, palm produce. In addition, the state produces yam, cassava, rice, plantain, guinea-corn, and assorted type of fruit and vegetable. Industrial enterprises in the state include Bende Cement, Bende Pharmaceutical PLC, Bende Cement Company in Okwela, Bende Brewery, Bende Benicity, Benicity is Benicity, Bende Pharmaceutical PLC in Benicity, and Bende Feed and Flour Mill in Ewu. Others are small industries. Edo State has 3 geopolitical zones. In the south, the rainforest with some mangrove swamp. In central, light rainforest and savanna. In the north, more savanna and a little rainforest. The vegetation belt of the state can be generalized into freshwater swamp, lowland rainforest, and derived savanna. Edo State is endowed with favorable climatic conditions and ecological conditions which has given ground to a blossoming agricultural sector. The state enjoys almost 9 months of rainfall in southern part of the state. The state weather can be classified into 2 seasons: rainy season starting from April to October, and dry season starting from November to March, with a cold harmattan spell between December and January. Prominent crop grow in the state, like I said earlier, is palm, cashew, cassava, rice, maize, and cocoa. The state has an estimate of 1.1 to 1.6 million hectares of cultivated land, accounting for 7% of the total land mass. The state derives an estimated 40% of its revenue from proceeds of agriculture. Interesting. Growing the potential of agriculture in the state has been a priority for state government. This has been there have been numerous initiatives aimed at engaging the youth in agriculture. Recently, as part of a larger plan to cultivate 5,000 hectares of farmland across the state government revamped a new fertilizer plant and chemical company, Auchi, in a public-private partnership initiative with Wakot Limited to manage the facility. And the facility is the only one of its kind in the region and is expected to serve the demand of Edo State, Delta State, Kogi State, and neighboring state. The state also has PPP initiative with Saro Agro-Science Limited to run 450 hectares of maize farm with the aim of making feed. Rubber is grown in Essa, Owan, Akoko Edo, Ovian, area of the state. The state also houses Rubber Research Institute in Nomo, Edo State. Rice and the most consumed food or commodities in Nigeria is grown in the state in commercial quantity in Ekpoma, Ilushi, Agede, Ageno Bode, and surrounding areas. Now, the state grow over 200 million tons of cassava annually. Pineapple is grown in Hero local government. The state is the largest producer of palm oil in the country, also housing National Institute of Oil Palm Research. Now, I like what the state is doing in PPP, but I have a proposal for the state on what I think the state should do. In as much as what the state is doing is great, but I'm not seeing PPP in the area I would recommend, and that's in, I've seen PPP now in producing fertilizer, great. I've seen PPP now in fertilizer and sorry, I'm trying to see 5,000 hectares of farmland. The state involved a fertilizer plant with a workout to manage facility. PPP retail, yes, Saro Agro for maize, yes. So there is maize cultivation and there is PPP arrangement for fertilizer. Now, my recommendation is PPP arrangement for processing and packaging, in which SME become the client. The owner is the government in the PPP arrangement, with the state having larger share. A PPP arrangement also that enable the state to export the product while the people produce. The challenge I have when the state is doing PPP and get a third party, at the end of the day, I don't see this scale. Look at maize, for example. So if Saro is the one with maize, Saro will create job, no doubt. But I would have imagined if Saro is working with the state government to train farmers to produce and buy from them, to process it for export. So you can create more farmers and create more jobs. If Saro alone, we hire 100 people. If this is allowed to be done by 100 companies, each of them might hire 2 or 3 people. And you might end up having more staff being hired, hereby creating jobs. I'm just looking at ideas that can help the state create more jobs using this PPP arrangement in the state. Now, who are the purchasers of this product and what's the size? Let's look at palm oil. Palm oil, for example, in the state, $29.3 billion is the market size of palm oil in the world. India, Pakistan, China, Myanmar are major buyers. Spain, Italy, Egypt, Kenya, Edo State, United States, major buyer of this product. The market size is 29.3. Look at the next one. 4.28 billion only of palm oil import in Africa. So that means there is market within Africa that can be tapped into, from Egypt to Kenya to Nigeria to Tanzania to South Africa to Benin to Ghana to Angola to Senegal to Togo. There's a lot of market in Africa for that same palm oil. Now let's look at rubber. Rubber market is $13.6 billion. Who are the importers? China, Japan, India, Malaysia, South Korea, Vietnam, Turkey are the major importer of rubber. Then Germany, Spain, United States, Canada, and Mexico are also major importer of rubber. What's the total? 13.6 billion. And this is produced in this state. Their market in Africa is not so big. South Africa, Egypt, Algeria, Swatini, Kenya, and Ethiopia. But the total market is 162. Look at another product. Rice, another product produced in this state. Rice. 24.7. Benin Republic is importing rice close to what US is importing. But you and I know that Benin does not have the population to take their rice. Those rice find its way into the Nigerian market through different channels. Niger State 4.12, Benin 3.08. When you now look at the market in Africa, Benin is taking 12%, largest importer of rice in Africa. But then it's not as big as South Africa, it's not as big as Egypt, it's not as big as Ethiopia. It's not even as big as Cote d'Ivoire, but it's having, can you imagine? It's not even as big as Lagos. Iran, Iraq, China, Saudi Arabia, Philippines, United States, Malaysia, Yemen, major importer of rice. In Africa, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, Mozambique, Senegal, Cameroon, Ghana, Togo, Angola, Guinea, Somalia. About $6 billion. Another one is cocoa. Cocoa, $9.5 billion. Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, France, Malaysia, Indonesia, United States, Singapore, Canada, $9.56 billion. Cocoa beans import. But if you now look at it again, cocoa beans import in Africa, Ghana, Tunisia, Egypt. So the major markets in Europe. This is why Africa needs to begin to add value. So we can have demand in Africa. So we don't just become only a source of raw material for these organizations around the world, for these countries around the world, rather. So we have cashew, 7.46. 7.46. 7.46. Vietnam, China, India, Germany, Netherlands, United States, United Kingdom, France, Spain, Poland, Italy, $7.46 billion. Raw cashew nut, fresh and dry. Raw cashew nut, fresh and dry. Can you see? But the market in Africa is very small. Ghana, $83 million. Ghana, South Africa, Egypt, Togo, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, and Tanzania. Then we have corn. This state produces a lot of corn with their arrangement with Saro, a lot of corn. But it's used for feed. But I think the state also can consider export of that feed, not the corn, but the feed. But the corn market alone is $36.3 billion. Can you imagine? With a huge demand from Japan, Mexico, Canada, Peru, Colombia, Egypt, Morocco, Germany, Netherlands, Iran, China, Malaysia, South Korea, and Vietnam, 36.3. But in Africa, a reasonable demand, $3.73 billion. Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, South Africa, Kenya, and the like. Now, this is opportunity for the state to generate income. How does this income come to the state? Let's go on a short break. When we come back, I'll discuss my proposal.
My name is Victor and I just finished the Certified Global Trade Professionals training. Very rewarding. I work in one of the commercial banks in Nigeria. Frankly, I had struggled with trade transactions, but there was no running away from it. The focus right now in our bank is exports. 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks to the end of the program, I got a call from an exporter in Ogbomoso that wants to do cassava chips, export cassava chips to Europe. If I hadn't taken this program, it would have been very difficult for me to onboard that customer and have a decent conversation with him about the transaction. The course prepared me in dealing with that customer's request, which is still ongoing. It's just the first step for me. I intend to take additional courses in trade, also with the African Continental Free Trade Area. It's an area where I've decided that I would like to specialize in. So yes, this is the foundation for me, but it's been very helpful. Thank you.
So here is my proposal. Here is my proposal. Here is my proposal to the state. My proposal to the state government is that we need to be SME focused in our plans. We've talked a lot about the value that SME is bringing to the table, how they are creating jobs. how they are creating jobs. However, I realized that the way most states go about this thing is not good enough. It's not good enough. Because we have a PPP agreement with big guys who will hire only few people. But the effect on the economy is minimal. It's minimal. Why? Because if you look at it very critically, you realize that when you hire the big guys to do farming, for example, they will hire staff, like I said, but you won't have, there is a way you set up a structure that does not just add value to the economy of the state, but have maximum impact in job creation and poverty eradication. So look at my recommendation. So I'm of the opinion that the state government should not allow SMEs to be in the chain. Look at this chain, from production to harvesting and transport, to primary processing and storage, secondary processing and packaging, to marketing and sales and logistics and distribution. In many states, SME take over all this. What the government have done in this case now is to partner with SARO to take off the job of production and harvesting. Production and harvesting. To take up the job of production and harvesting. Maybe also processing and packaging. That is where the problem is. And they will also market and sell. Now, so it's like you have a large corporate doing everything. So large corporate doing everything is not a good arrangement. Small company doing everything is not a good arrangement also. When small companies are doing everything, you have inefficient value chain operator, low pricing capacity and low output, free job creation, low quality and packaging, high cost of production, non-competitive products in the export market. When large companies are doing it, they have the resources to be efficient. They have the resources to have low and high processing and output, but sincerely, they won't create a lot of jobs. They won't create a lot of jobs. And let me tell you, they might not even maximize the capacity of the factory if they are doing everything themselves. And that might mean they still have a high cost of production. Low quality and packaging will be taken care of because they have what it takes to maintain quality. And the product might be competitive and might not also be competitive if they are not efficient enough. But look at my recommendation to Edo State. Let the large corporate be the one to process and package. Let me use that maize, for example. Let's say that maize is used to produce feed and want to export the feed, for example. SMEs are empowered to produce all over the state. And the state, and when the SME produce this thing all over the state, look at what happened after they produce. SME too go to buy from them and take it to the large corporate to process and package for them in their own brand. So you have different brand of feed of this product across the state. SME 2 is the one that market and sell. SME 1 will create job. SME 2 will create job, combine more than what the large corporate do. The large corporate is doing it alone by itself. You have efficient value chain operator, high processing capacity and output, good quality and packaging, low cost of production and competitive product in the export market, increased job creation, decrease inequality, and decrease insecurity. And decrease insecurity. And decrease insecurity. Because when there is increased job creation, of course, inequality is reduced. If inequality is reduced, you can reduce insecurity, which is pervasive in the country today. So, having a PPP arrangement in which the big guys take over the value chain, I don't think it might help the state to make some money, but I'm not sure it will help the state to create a job and reduce this maintenance we're having. So it's like you are doing a business, creating value, but with a huge social impact, which is my focus. A huge social impact, which is my focus. In order to support exporter in the state to enter the export market in Africa, Europe, and America in a secure, sustainable way, the government can do the following: partner with representatives at destination to market and secure contract, set up warehouse for pickup by a wholesaler and retailer at destination, set up an entity, agent and distributor at destination, partner with an independent agent and distributor at destination, organize and sponsor manufacturers for exhibition in the export market. This is what Edo State need to do. How can Edo State make money? Let's look at the model we have created for palm oil. Edo State can partner with Okomu Oil, get people in the state to supply input, give them money or give them guarantee to buy off all their palm produce, and then at the collection point, give it to this Okomu Oil to produce palm oil and export, while the government fund the process. Use land mass in the state, half of it, to cultivate arable land to cultivate palm fruit. At 18 yield per hectare, which can be improved now, you have 6 million tons of this product. If you do processing to palm oil, agronomy say recovery is about 19%. You can have 1.1 million metric tons. Cost of farming, cost of processing, cost of export, together is about 46 billion. Government does not have to pay this at the beginning. He can pay it after he has bought it, process, and export and sell. At 1,600, at exchange rate of 415, the state can generate $788 billion naira. You can deduct all the cost of the project from there and have 734 plus IGR of 27, 762. The state have 342% of the budget he has for 2022. I hope the people of Edo State will get this across to the government, that the arrangement should be such that the people of the state are the ones that produce raw material, supported trade, given farm input, but giving guarantee to buy off their palm fruit and to pay them in 3 months after the production will have been done, and shipment will have been done, and payment will have been received, and the state government can pay back these people for all the costs they've incurred in farming. State can partner with private organization and agree ratio. State can fund the special purpose vehicle. And the other party provide expertise. The SPV form farmer into cooperative across the state, issue purchase order to farmers backed by guarantee, provide training input and support to farmers, provide collection center for the harvest, clean and process the product for export, source for buyers, do documentation and shipment, present document to the bank for payment, get paid, pay the farmer off, remove all costs, and share the proceeds. State government might be having 80% of this, and this can be used by the state government to take care of development within the state. The impact of the suggested model for state government goes beyond generation of revenue. It has a humongous impact on employment generation and increased economic activity in the state. This, in my opinion, is a more effective and efficient and enduring model for diversifying the economy of the state in Nigeria. This model can also be replicated by federal government at the federal level, especially for exploitation of minerals. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll round up.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Built to Go Global, a scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 53% discount, call 080-912-44449.
Okay, so next week we'll be going to Ekiti State. Someone reached out to me about the southwestern state, and I said we'll soon get there. I'm happy that we'll be having Ekiti State next week. I actually grew up in Ekiti, even though I'm from Ondo State. And I went to Christ School. I quite know Ekiti very well. I have a lot of friends there. And I will be glad to talk about what I think the state government, particularly the new government, can do. I have a few friends that are in the government or ministry that I'll probably send the video to afterwards. Or my suggestion on what the state can do. And I'll also be glad to share about Jigawa, another state I love. I serve in Jigawa, very nice state. And with huge potential, but with huge poverty also. And one of the states I said to non-viable, including Ekiti State also. I don't believe any state in Nigeria is non-viable. I just feel we have leaders who really don't know what they are doing or don't know what to do to be able to solve the problem of their state. Remember to get the book, Built to Go Global. This book basically highlights why export businesses fail. You can also get the recorded version of this video and the previous one for other states from our YouTube channel, Voice of African Trade. Subscribe, like, share, drop your comment, and click on notification bell. You can also get the link to this program every week on our Telegram channel, African Export Business Platform, or use the link below.
Are you a professional or a businessman? Do you desire to earn dollars, euros, or pounds? Have you thought of taking your business to the world? Does it look like a daunting task? You desire to know what you need to do to get ready to go global? Do you know that there is a science behind making your product or service to go global in a successful and sustainable manner? To learn more about it, get a copy of the book titled Built to Go Global. A scientifically proven, tested, and trusted template for building a successful and sustainable export business. To pre-order at 33% discount, call 080-912-44449. Are you an account officer, relationship manager, or marketer in a bank? Are you struggling to meet your income and deposit targets? Are you at the verge of losing your job for non-performance? You desire a change for the better in your career? Then register for the Certified Global Trade Management Professionals from the American Institute of Extended Studies to acquire skills needed to serve import-export trade customers' problems and consequently attract the deposit and income of the transaction to your bank. Registration is currently ongoing. Call this number to register today.
My name is Victor A. My name is Victor A. and I just finished the Certified Global Trade Professionals training. Very rewarding. I work in one of the commercial banks in Nigeria. Frankly, I had struggled with trade transactions, but there was no running away from it. The focus right now in our bank is exports. 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks to the end of the program, I got a call from an exporter in Ogbomoso that wants to do cassava chips, export cassava chips to Europe. If I hadn't taken this program, it would have been very difficult for me to onboard that customer and have a decent conversation with him about the transaction. The course prepared me in dealing with that customer's request, which is still ongoing. it's just the first step for me. I intend to take additional courses in trade, also with the African Continental Free Trade Area. It's an area where I've decided that I would like to specialize in. So yes, this is the foundation for me, but it's been very helpful. Thank you.
My name is F.Y. Mostly. I am a professional banker of over 16 years experience. I've handled clients in various industry, vertical, and sectors in Nigeria, including manufacturing, logistics, automobile, and the rest. And when I started off my career, I would say that I had more trade knowledge around trade import because of the type of clients that I handled. But I want to say that the defining moment in my career was when I underwent 3T Intex Trade Academy training. The first one was in my spending large scale space. So fast forward in 2020 when the COVID came, again that thought came to me, and this time I said no, I'll take the bull by the horn. I'm not going to wait for my company to train me. So I heard about, I reached out to 3T Intex, and they're always throwing things at your face, supporting you, not necessarily for you to come and spend your money, but just educate us. So I ran through the different courses that they had, and I just knew that I had to, go for this one. This is the Executive Diploma in Export Business Management. And I can tell you, as at 2020, when we were at the lockdown, I underwent this 3 months training. I can tell you, this has been a game changer for me in my career. I didn't know that non-oil export would become a focus the way it was, but all I wanted to do was to provide, to be able to provide advice to my clients, understand exports. I know the trade is the processing side from the bank's perspective, but I didn't really understand the export environment and how it affects clients. What does an exporter? What are the pain points? So this course helps me, to have good understanding of the export environment in Nigeria, what you should be looking for, what are the risks. It's an all-encompassing program. And at that point, when I finished this program, it opened a huge opportunity for me in my workplace. And I can tell you that I was able to make a high impact and providing solutions for exports, and which allowed my company to grow in leaps and bounds in terms of non-oil exports in Nigeria. We are still learning, and I believe that there are more courses for me to take from 3T Intex, and I can recommend this program to anyone and everyone. Even if you are not a banker, you're just a regular trade person, there are other opportunities coming up for trade within Africa, outside Africa, especially with the geopolitical tension. I think we have to equip ourselves with the right knowledge, right skills, so that we'll be able to, take advantage of the opportunities that not just for Nigeria, but for Africa. Thank you very much. 3T Intex, you're the best. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being able to join today. See you next week and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.